welcome back. This is Empower. We focus on people and workplace, and we're discussing how to go through or even to overcome self-doubt that usually get into us at workplace, even in life in general. You can be doing something and you're just doubting yourself, yet you have this you had this courage before that I can do it, even went into it. Then at some point, you start doubting yourself. And that actually affects us as we navigate through the workplace, and that is why we are looking at it today. And we are looking at an example of someone who is called Sarah, and what she has been promoted. And again, now she was excited at first, even applying. Then after getting there, self-doubt comes in, and she starts now feeling like, oh my God, was it the right thing to do? And that is what we are looking at. And we were saying that it affects the work performance, and definitely will affect even the relationship with the bosses and such. But what can Sarah do to overcome this aspect of self-doubt so that she can be able to fit within her role? Otherwise, she'll lose it.
Very true,
Yes.
very true. Before we get into that, I would like to add some points on how it will affect her job.
Okay.
There's this one thing, she will get stuck when making decisions. Because she will be at a point where, you know, I'm fearing to make this decision because I don't know the reaction from my bosses, the reaction from my colleagues. She will get stuck in making decisions. And then the other thing is, whatever is in her will not come out. She will not give her best out of it. She might be a performer, but having a self-doubt, it might make her not to give her best. Whatever is in her will not come out. That is something probably can affect her performance. And then the other thing is lack of confidence. You know, she might not get confidence when she develops the self-doubt. Now the relationship with now her colleagues and her bosses out of it, you know, number one thing, she needs to preach to herself.
Yeah, for her to come out of this self-doubt.
Exactly, she needs to preach to herself. You know, Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. You know, you have to tell yourself, like, me as Sarah, I will do all things. I'm able to do all things. I will make it. I will do it. I will give my best. I will get favor. You preach to yourself. You know, I will attract favor with men, favor with God. And because it's God who gave her that job, then God will give her favor. God will give her speed. And then there's another scripture in Zechariah 4:7. What is this mountain before you, Zerubbabel? You know, what is this mountain before me, Sarah? You know, I will level it. God will level it for me. Everything is doable. You know, preach to yourself.
Maybe before you move to the next, when you're talking about preaching to yourself, there's something they tell us, or psychologists even tell us, that the fact that you can even go in front of a mirror and look at yourself, you know, and speak those positive words to yourself. I applied for this job. I'm the one who applied. I was not forced.
Exactly.
What is that was in me that made me go to this? There's something in me that drove me towards that direction. And as a result, I'm going to do it. I'm going to shine. I'm going to excel. You know, those positive words that someone speaks to themselves, actually they're effective.
Very true.
I just to add on what you're saying, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Go on to the next point.
Thank you for the addition. The other thing is, you know, take the positive feedback. Because out of it, she was being given some positive feedback. Take the positive feedback. And the other thing, look at your strengths. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Maximize on your strengths as you work on your weaknesses. That will just help her a lot in terms of her new role. Because once you're given a new role, you know, your strengths need to come out more than your weaknesses. You know, once you identify, this is my weaknesses, Sarah, this is my weaknesses, Faith, how do I go through it? You know, this is my weakness, how do I come out of it? The other thing is just get a mentor to work with you. A new role can be depressing at some time. So you just need a mentor to tap you and tell you, you can do it, you can do it. So that's getting a mentor will come in a long way. So that will be another thing. The other thing is set realistic goals. Sarah needs to set a realistic goals. Sometimes as a manager, you can set unrealistic goals. You end up not meeting them. You end up getting frustrated. If she can be able to set her goals that can be attainable, it's measurable, it's time bound, then she can overcome a lot. She can build that self-confidence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing that comes to mind as you talk about that is also you talked about positive feedback.
Yes.
But I'm also thinking as, because of this self-doubt, I may also get some negative feedback.
Yes.
Because maybe my work is not shining, I'm not doing what is expected, or maybe I'm slow, I'm not able to make decisions as you said, so I'll get that feedback, which
Yes.
actually is not positive. For me to be able to overcome that, I need to take it positively. It's a
Yes.
negative feedback, but it's supposed to make me better. It's
Sure.
supposed to build me.
Sure.
It should not bring her down. Because sometimes we get these negative feedbacks and people don't really take it positively.
True, true.
You doubt yourself more.
Exactly.
And you feel like, oh my God, they're even confirming.
That I'm not well enough.
Yes, I'm not well enough for this role.
Yes.
So you need to take it positively. They are seeing this, and because they're seeing it, I want to correct it.
Yes.
So that I can become better.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. Now, there are these colleagues who are working with Sarah. There's also the boss. How can they be of help to her so that she can overcome it? Because I'm thinking they gave her an opportunity, for example, the boss.
Yes.
Because they want her to thrive.
Exactly.
And every person given an opportunity, they don't give you to fail because they also want you to, as you excel, the organization is excelling.
Very true.
So I believe they also have a role to help. For example, if a manager identifies and sees this person, they have what it takes, but they are doubting their capabilities. So what can I do to help them?
Number one, words of affirmation. You know, if you see someone doing something in the right way, just give them credit. You know, like, hey, Sarah, this one you have done it correctly. This is the way to go. Thank you, the way you are adapting a new environment. Thank you because of doing this and this. It gives someone a morale to even to adapt to the new environment. Once you affirm someone, they are able to now cope to the new task. They will be like, so I've been told like I'm doing it well. Then just give words of affirmation. The other thing is correct someone gently. If
how you do it matters.
How you do it matters. Just correct someone gently. We err in so many things. So if someone has erred, you just need to tell them, you know, in this company, we do this and this and this, just in a polite way, in a gentle manner. They will not be offended. They will just take the feedback positively and they'll be able to correct. The other thing is, you know, just do follow up. For example, if someone is serving under the boss to Sarah, this is a new role to Sarah, given to Sarah. He or she needs to do follow up. As someone you are above Sarah, just do follow up on Sarah to make sure that she fits in. If she needs some assistance, be there to assist. If she needs some guidance, be there to guide. You know, if her past experiences, for example, was so harsh, if she comes to this new role and then the boss is so harsh, she might not be able to keep up the momentum. Trust them. You have given them a role. Just trust them. Believe in them. You know, the way you just said previously, like if you are given this role, they trusted in you, that you will be able to go through it. You will be able to handle this task that comes with this new role. Then just trust Sarah that she'll be able to do it. She will have that self-confidence. My boss trust in me that I can be able to deliver. She will work with that word. So just be, you know, trust the process. Then give them time. You never know. It's just probably a matter of 1 or 2 months. Then they catch up. Then they give you the best. The other thing is identify the strengths and weaknesses in Sarah. As a new person, as a new colleague, I just identify. If Beatrice behaves like this, let me get her weaknesses. Sarah, in this case, you just know the weaknesses of Sarah, just know the strengths of Sarah. It will come a long way. It will be able, you'll be able to know how to handle her. And working with her will be so good. And by the end of the day, you'll get results out of it.
Well, amazing. Because sometimes people just need time.
Sure.
And we shouldn't give up on them.
Very true.
And also, especially when it comes to issues of capacity, maybe as a manager, for example, if I'm missing some skills that are making me feel inadequate for the role, you should be able to propose or even to support me to learn so that I can learn something new. Because sometimes we don't have also capacity. You know, capacity, if you don't have it for a certain aspect. For example, even the reporting that is done.
Exactly.
Even in finance, the reporting that is done. And someone has been promoted from an accountant to a finance manager to be in charge. Maybe this person has just been doing the drafts and then the manager is the one finalizing, or you're doing just some basics and then the manager is the one who does it. Because we have seen such in organizations.
Yeah.
So what happens is that there are things you've not done and the finance manager has left and you're the one promoted to do. Expectation of the boss is I need the reports as I've been receiving them. So I don't have time to keep waiting.
Yes, very true.
Is the deadline?
Very true, yes.
Later.
And I think something to add on it.
Yes.
If you feel someone is inadequate, take them for trainings. If is, for example, is in accounting, take them for ISPAC training. If they need some coaching, take them for coaching. You never know, out of coaching them, they'll, in the long run, they'll be able to emerge the best and give you productivity in the company.
You're right. And also agreeing this, to work with this person.
Yes.
Work with the person.
True.
Sometimes we are so impatient, and as you said, maybe this person is just a matter of time and they are going to surprise all of us. So if we give up with this person, then we are going to lose something great.
It's true.
Agree to work with this person.
Very true.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yes.
Because expectations, most of the time, I've seen this and you can maybe confirm or disagree with me. When we give you a role in organization, for us, we are looking at immediate results.
Very true.
And forgetting you've not been doing it.
Yes.
We are assuming that you should have been able by the time you applied.
You have an experience.
Yes.
You indicated you have an experience of 5 years. So you're well conversant with this role. It's just a matter of being patient with someone. For example, I had a colleague of mine. They came from a certain organization where she was not doing VAT.
Yes.
And she was just doing payables alone. What happens in that situation? And you have given them a role. They told you they have an experience for 5 years, but in this area,
they've never done it.
They have never done it. You have to be patient with them, be ready to train them, and then Sarah, be open to feedback, be open to learning. She will go a long way because her attitude also matters. Because if someone is ready to train you and you're not available to be trained, then that becomes another thing. But if she's available to be trained, to work with someone, then by the end of the day, she'll be a greater person.
Beautiful. Now, I know you don't have much time. Maybe someone has not even worked. Someone is looking for a job and they're feeling like they're doubting, I've applied. No one is calling me. I've gone for interviews. I don't pass. So they are doubting themselves. As we close the program, and as your last words for this, maybe in a brief way, what would you advise such a person?
There is no destination called giving up in life. Don't give up. Don't look down upon yourself. Preach to yourself every day. I know the door has not yet opened yet, but in due time, it will open up. In the meantime, develop yourself. If you're an accounting, you're an accountant, develop yourself. Just know what is happening around accounting. Develop your skills into it. And then look up to God. He answers all prayers. He's the one who opened doors. You know, and preach to yourself again and tell that door, you know what, you have to open. You have to open for me. And then if you're someone who is working as well, getting new roles, you know, talk to this mountain every day. You will overcome. By the end of the day, you'll emerge a better person.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Faith, for being together with us today. I believe that you've learned. Any area that you're doubting yourself, it is high time you say it's no, I can do it, I can make it, I'm going to move forward. Because self-doubt can bring you down and can affect your progress. So please let's work on it so that we can become who we are supposed to be. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. This has been Empower. See you next week.